What is going on, everybody? DJ Minds here, and in today's video I am showing you these cool banners. No, I'm just kidding. Those are pretty cool though. We have one of each. I want to get every YouTuber's banner that we can get. So just a fair warning, we did not hit a block, so if you're here just for that, that's out the way. But I really think this is the most important video that I have made out of all of them. So I made a video every week talking about what it was like, what I went through and everything. And now that it's complete and we did 30 days of solo mining Ethereum, I mean, if you really think about it, right? This is, by the way, this video will not be scripted, it's just straight from the heart. If you really think about it, it's really stupid to do. And I tried in every video to make sure I disclaimed at the beginning of the video, like, do not do this. You should not copy this. And so many people message me still. I have 300 mega hash. I have 1 GPU. I have a rig, dude. I just hit 2 gigahash. Should I solo mine like you? No, you shouldn't solo mine like me. You know, you should not solo mine like me. And it was a really bad choice. Do I regret it? No, of course not. It was fun, man. It was fun. But should you do it? No, absolutely not. And firstly, let me just say thank you to everyone who tried, right? Because we streamed the last 8 hours of it, and there were so many people throwing gigahash. I never asked for it, but people were trying to help us out, man, because we made it 29 days, you know. And on the 30th day, counting down those last hours, there was so many people. At one point, we got up to 22 gigahash. And I'm sure if we had 22 gigahash for like a week, we'd hit a couple blocks. But obviously, right, like that's pretty insane. So, you know, I put in at the beginning of it like 4.2 gigahash, at nighttime around 4.4. And I ended up adding a 3090 and a whole nother rig. So, you know, I'd say in the evening times, I was probably personally adding 4.8 gigahash, so close to 5 gigahash, maybe 4.7. And then after the 21st day, right, of not hitting anything, I made my third update video, and somebody hit me up and he was like, dude, I got 5 gigahash. You got your 4.5 or whatever it is. Let's team up, we'll split it. He gets a little bit more than me because he has a little bit more hash. And I took him up on that, so he did that with me for 7 days. I don't know if he wants to be named, so I won't name him, but thank you so much, man, for that. And again, everybody who attempted it, man, with us, like the last 48 hours, there were some people who did it for, you know, 12 hours, even on different days. And so thank you so much, man. It just shows how much, you know, the community comes together for, I don't want to say a good cause because it's not a good cause. I wasn't doing anything positive. But yeah, no, thank you so much, guys, seriously. But looking back on it, man, this is the reality. This is what it's really like. I just threw my entire farm. I didn't want to half-ass it. I didn't want to throw 1 GPU at it. I didn't want to throw a rig at it. I wanted to throw my entire farm and go against the entire network. That's literally planet Earth. I'm trying to beat all the super farms, you know, those massive farms that you see on YouTube, every person on Earth, and trying to be better than them. And it was definitely the hardest thing I've done in mining by far, okay? So it didn't sound that difficult. It sounded a little bit stupid. It actually did sound stupid, but it didn't sound that difficult to do. But I have to say, the anxiety, the amount of sleep that I lost, the amount of, I don't know, I checked it like 40 to 50 times a day, no exaggeration. Sometimes I would check it every 60 seconds. It was that stressful after the first 2 weeks. Just thinking about, I was losing anywhere from $150 to $160 a day. If you do the math, I think I didn't do it today, but as of like yesterday, it was over 5 grand. And another reason that I wanted to try it is I have a much better advantage than a lot of you, right? And again, this comes back to, you know, you should not do this because you're not gonna have the advantage that I had. My electricity, it's not free, but it's included, right? Which is a really rare deal. I pay a couple $100 up front and it's good. The month is free. And you're not gonna get that, man. If you go through what I just went through for 30 days, you're going to end up, you know, losing 5 grand, plus you're gonna end up paying 2-3 grand in electricity. Think about that, man. So it's not just, oh, you know, I just didn't hit a block. No, now, you know, you're not making a good business choice. I had the, you know, the privilege, I don't want to call it privilege because I pay for it in some ways, but I have the privilege of where I could experiment a lot easier than a lot of you. So the people that ask me, should I try this? No, do not do this, man. It's not a good choice. You know, think about what I could have done with that money. I could have bought almost a whole new ASIC. I could have bought 5 founder editions. You know, there's so many things, how many upgrades I could have done. And that's the same situation that's going to happen to you. And yeah, there was a lot of people who were hitting it with 200 megahash, 300 megahash, and we had 22. So I'm like, what in the heck is going on? But, you know, it just shows you the chances of you hitting are so slim. We're talking about petahash. petahash, okay? And you're throwing in megahash or gigahash. That is not cool. That's not okay, man. Don't do it. Like, there's nothing for you to gain. You might gain your money back. Or if you do it for like a week and you hit one, you get lucky. And I'll be honest, man, the main reason I wanted to do it because I knew that I wouldn't technically lose any money because of the electric cost, but also I wanted to hit like a super block, okay? So when I first started it, I remember where I got the idea. I was taking a bath and I was watching a random YouTube video and some dude hit like a solo block. I think it was on Ethereum, and it was a massive block. It was like $700,000. It might've been Bitcoin actually, whatever, $700,000 on like a little USB. And I was like, oh dude, I could do this. Let's do this, right? And so when you watch these YouTubers, including myself, you know, you might see a lot of the hype. You might think that this can be done. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's so unlikely and it's not worth your time, man. And you know, the difference from a gigahash and 5 gigahash, it's really not that different. It might seem like it's that different, but when we're talking about planet Earth, the whole network, you think that you're gonna beat the network, it's not that big a deal. Now, the difference between 5 and 20, that's probably a lot bigger deal, but you get what I'm saying, right? Like, it's not a good decision. There's so many more things you could do. And if I could give you some advice, it would definitely be smarter. Be smarter than I was, you know? And I'm going to be smarter. It was a fun experiment. Will I try to solo mine again? I might. Not with my whole farm, I can tell you that, unless I get, you know, 20 gigahash or something, which is possible in the next couple of years. But I don't think I'll do that again with my entire farm. Great experiment, man. It was fun. It was fun. It was awful as well, though. It was so stressful. It was not worth doing. And again, please don't do it. So the hobbyist miner gave me a great idea. He's like, you know, you still want to dabble into it. Why don't you just throw like 1 GPU at it? So I was like, you know what? That's a good idea. That's cool. That'd still be a cool video. Do it for like a year on like a 3090. If Ethereum's even around, I don't even know if it will be. Maybe we'll just throw like a single rig on there, 3090, solo mine with that. And if we hit it, cool. And if we don't, yeah, it is what it is. I'll probably end up doing something similar to that. And I think that'd be a better choice. Let me know if you'd want to see a video on something like that. I urge all of you to make good decisions. You know, this is not the time to mess around. Ethereum's going away, guys. We don't know when. It could be June, probably not. It could be December. You don't have that much time. It seems like a lot of time. Get your money, man. Don't solo mine on these stupid things. Like, don't, at least on Ethereum, you know, do something realistic like Flux if you really want to solo mine, or Firo, but not Ethereum. That's like the worst thing you can possibly do, right? And just stay on track. And me personally, I'm going to start going towards Bitcoin. I'm actually really considering mining Ethereum on 2 miners and getting paid out in Bitcoin. Like, because there's so much uncertainty with Ethereum. We don't know what's going to happen when the merge comes, but Bitcoin should be fine. You know, that's why I'm getting more into ASICs. So I'm trying to diversify, not really trying to buy too many more graphics cards, even though I did buy a Founder Edition 3060 Ti for 725 bucks, right, yesterday, but that'll pay itself off in 5 days with my farm. You know what I mean? So it's not that bad for me. But for a lot of you younger guys, man, be smart. You know, make good decisions and change your life in a positive way, and, you know, consider Bitcoin or consider something, but don't fool around, man, and lose 30 days of your life like I did. I've seen people who said they're going to go for 6 months. Why would you do that? Why would you put your whole farm in there for 6 months to hit a block that's worth $2,000? Think about it, okay? Because I thought that I could potentially hit like a massive block, but now gas fees came down, right? When I started this 30-day challenge, the gas fees were through the roof, which means you can still hit a good block. But now that the GUI is like, what, 15, 20? Dude, you're not hitting big blocks. So the chances of you hitting that mega block are gone almost, right? So it's not even worth your time, honestly. So stay on course. Do what you got to do, man. Thank you guys so much for watching me. Yeah, unedited, unscripted, just wanted to talk to you guys. And I know I sound somewhat sad. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't disappointed. But that's okay, man. It's 2022. It's only March. We still have the rest of the year. We still have our rest of our life to crypto mine. So it's cool. It's all good, boys. And the most important thing is, man, even though we didn't hit a block, I want to say thank you to all of you who tried. And, you know, and even Red Panda on his live stream was like, yo, check him out. He's doing a 30-day. Like any of the YouTubers who showed support, man, or whatever, even if, you know, not financially, but just saying like, yo, he's doing this. Like, thank you guys for that. So you guys are my boys. I love every single one of you, man. And we do have a TikTok now. We just started doing TikTok. I'd appreciate it if you followed me on TikTok. Check us out on Twitter and join the Discord. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. DJ Minds signing out.